Hello there, my name is SoulBC and welcome to the first episode of the series Is That Weapon Viable in Call of Duty Warzone. Before we begin, if you have not, view the pilot episode to know what we will cover in each episode for the series and check out the first 3 weapons that I've covered. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button and maybe subscribe, and if you do, hit the bell. View the rest of the channel for some labs and other guides. Today we are looking at an assault rifle that was new to Season 4, the CR-56 AMAX. Formerly known as the Galil in other games, has a slower fire rate but still beats the Odin, yet matching the AK-47, its damage output is outstanding. The control of the weapon is, however, hard to combat.
Did he just?
Alright, I got him.
Did he just try to thirst me?
I got you.
Did he try to thirst me there?
But with the right attachments and the right amount of control with your mouse or controller, it can be combated quite easily. The hipfire, though, isn't very reliable. In solos, this weapon is an absolute force, whether it is in close or long-range combat. The larger magazine isn't really necessary. It can down an opponent quickly, pair with a sniper, especially with the new Rytec AMR. It's a classic and destroy lobbies. The first variant I used was the monolithic suppressor, the Commando foregrip, the FSS 8.3 intruder barrel, F-Tac, Spartan stock, and the CR-56 rubberized wrap, which is basically the rear grip. Basically, it's the emissary blueprint with the changed muzzle. The muzzle was the compensator, which doesn't really do much in my honest opinion. However, this variant shredded players in solos. I thoroughly enjoyed using it. The prowess was tough to beat, but with a higher fire rate weapon, such as the Fennec or the MP5, it can be combated quite easily. It would be hard to fight enemies with those particular weapons of high rates of fire.
Guy running towards you, Brian. Whoa, that was the last guy. Oh, damn. I didn't realize.
I didn't realize that shit either. I wasn't even looking, bro.
The second variant had 3 changes to the previous selection of the attachments: the FSS 11.8-inch squall barrel, the Ranger foregrip, and the stapled wrap, which is, again, stapled grip tape, basically. I wanted more range, but I also needed more stabilization, as well as the sprint to fire speed.
God damn!
That was the most southern accent.
God damn!
It did its job against opponents. It pretty much stayed the same in terms of stabilization and so on. Nothing too different. The recoil was a bit easier to keep in check though, but that's pretty much it. Oh, also, iron sights are bad.
Oh my god! What is that?
The third variant contained a monolithic suppressor, a Merc foregrip, a 45-round magazine, no stock, and the XRK Zodiac S440 barrel. It's a lot of words. This variant has been used a lot. I thoroughly like this variant. Imagine this as a stronger and somewhat slower Uzi. It took a little more than the past 2 variants to combat the recoil, yet the range was exceptionally increased, so I then changed the stock and slapped a tac laser on the son of a gun instead. I also tried the lightweight suppressor to combat the already slow ADS speed. It wasn't the best, but it by far was not the worst of the selections I've made with these experiments. But each time, the third variant kept getting altered and it just kept getting better.
What the fuck? Here they come. Car.
How?
Oh.
What? How the fuck? How'd he hit me through the fucking... That makes no fucking sense, bro. How do you down me through the fucking bus in a car?
For the next set, I changed the foregrip to the operator foregrip to see if there would be any differences. Also, the tac laser was switched out with the stapled wrap for the ADS speed, meaning it had the default stock back on there. And that quicker quote to the hip unquote. I use this variant the most off camera, and it still is one of my favorite variants to use. It just has a nice balance to everything the game has to offer. It's a lethal variant from medium to long range. You may want to pair with an SMG instead of a sniper like I did. It's good, but in CQC it's far from it, especially if you panic and shoot from the hip. Again, the hip fire is just bad. It's just so bad, even with the Merc foregrip, man, or like a laser, it's just bad. The next thing I tried was the often used VLK sight to make it more reliable in longer ranged fights. It had a lightweight suppressor, a 45 round mag, a Ranger foregrip, and the XRK Zodiac S440 barrel. I also have the clips of the 11.8-inch Squall barrel in use with the VLK as well, but the Zodiac had much more promising results than the Squall. As bulky as the edges of the VLK sight are, it's still an amazing one to use as the ADS speed is barely affected compared to its other 3.0 zoom counterparts. With this sight, it also made it easier to track enemies compared to the atrocious iron sights each of the barrels have. However, the irons aren't too bad once you get used to them. The ES440 barrel is by far the best one in terms of iron sights, in my honest opinion. I also used another variant similar to the first one mentioned, paired with Fennec. However, I did not have the Spartan stock. I changed it with fully loaded for those emergency cases. However, not much difference to be noted, but always try and get the fully loaded class for those last minute loaded drops. It can make a difference. To sum most of this up, even though the video isn't finished, the attachments mainly changed around the stocks and the grips because of the recoil stabilization and so on. For example, I tried the FSS close quarter stock instead for the more ADS speed, as it says on the stats. It worked out well.
Yep, I was right. Team up here by the buildings. I got sniped from TV station. I still got that team on the right. Still got the team on the right. Looking.
I can get you, Brian. Oh, maybe. No.
Oh, that was very bad timing.
I can't recall if the stabilization was all too good, but from the clips of the gold AMAX, it seems to be pretty reliable. Another stock that made a difference in terms of ADS and movement speed was the CR-56 EXO. I had used the default emissary blueprint attachments, yet I changed the stock to see what the EXO could truly do in combat. The results were outstanding in some fights, but the recoil is something you still need to combat. I had such an amazing clip for this video with this stock thing, whatever you want to call it, and I'm pretty, you probably tell from the clip, but I was pretty happy about it.
Behind. Oh, bastard.
I'm an animal! I'm an animal, bitch! Oh! Oh!
Using the third variant I used, I changed the Merc foregrip to the tactical foregrip, and those results were unsatisfactory compared to the other counterparts. It seemed to have a more oomph in a negative way when it came to the recoil anyway. I can't exactly describe it. Try it for yourself to see what I mean. I don't like it. I don't like the tactical foregrip. There are some weapons that can benefit from it, but not the AMAX, at least in my opinion. The only loot table variant during the collection of these clips was the Divide, a legendary version of the AMAX. It was the level 100 weapon unlock of the Season 4 Battle Pass. Anyway, it was paired with the Integral Hybrid and XRK Gatekeeper stock for the extra stabilization when aiming. It also has the 45 round mag, the FSS 8.3 inch intruder barrel, and the stapled wrap. Shooting the weapon was quite bouncy when aiming down the sights, but the AMAX has always been that way, regardless of the sights. With this magnification, it became intense. With the VLK, it wasn't that noticeable, at least in my opinion. My favorite variant of the whole bunch has to be the third variant with the Merc foregrip. It's tactical, the ADS speed is just fine along with the movement speed. The recoil can be combated quite easily, at least with the mouse and keyboard, and it packs quite the punch. I rate this gun at 3.5 out of 5 because you're not going to win every gunfight as the fire rate isn't high enough to be a meta, but the power, oh, the power is just amazing. It has the bouncy recoil, the irons are terrible if you can't get used to it, meaning sacrificing an attachment slot for an optic, and so on.
They got out. Okay!
Oh my god! He was so mad!
For this weapon, it truly depends on the player. If you use this for solos, I don't think it's necessary to use an SMG or a shotgun as a secondary. You can just use a sniper if you need to, like I used the Rytec because I was obsessed with it when it came out. However, for the squad games, try switching it up and decide what is best for you if you truly want to make that AMAX your primary. You could go meta, use the MP5, or you could go something else like the Uzi, but I don't know why you would use the Uzi. If you're going to do something, use like the MP7, the MP5, or the Fennec. Like, why the Uzi? I'm going to be sad when I have to go through that video. That's all for this episode. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Stay in touch with my social links down below. It will keep you up to date on the videos that are released and what's to come. It'll also tell you if I'm streaming. I want to mention something. First off, this is a clip after the AMAX video. I want to point out that streaming may be on hold for a while longer as I'm looking into an apartment. It's going to take me a little bit to find that and to get that situated. I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take, but if the opportunity arises, I will stream. As for the videos, every Friday, it's going to be guaranteed a video on Friday. Guaranteed at least one. No matter what it is, it could be something from a stream from a previous section. It could be something in the works. It could be from VR. It could be Call of Duty. However, things I will not be putting on will be Dark Souls, as that's going to be kind of like a streaming exclusive, and other VR stuff other than FNAF. Also, another update on the streaming bit is that I will not be streaming on Facebook anymore. It's going to be strictly Twitch and YouTube. Those are the two platforms I will be streaming on from now on. With that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the AMAX video. Farewell, and until the next one, good luck and happy hunting.